Ever pondered how your stress levels might be influencing your sexual health and experiences? Stress and sexuality, two powerful components of our lives, often intersect in complex ways. Unraveling this intricate relationship requires an understanding of the physiological and psychological aspects of stress and its potential effects on our sexual behavior and health. At its core, stress is a survival mechanism. When we're faced with challenging situations, our bodies respond by releasing hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, preparing us for a fight or flight response. This ancient biological process ensures our survival in the face of danger. However, in our modern lives, we often experience chronic stress, a persistent state of heightened alertness that can have profound effects on various aspects of our health, including our sexuality. Sexuality, on the other hand, is a vital aspect of our identity and well-being. It encompasses not just our sexual behavior, but also our sexual health, our capacity for sexual response, and our sexual relationships. It's a complex interplay of biological, psychological, and social factors. When stress enters the picture, it can disrupt this delicate balance. Chronic stress can lead to physical symptoms like fatigue, sleep disturbances, and decreased immunity, all of which can dampen our sexual desire and performance. It can also lead to psychological issues like anxiety and depression, which can further impact our sexual health. Moreover, the relationship between stress and sexuality is not just one way. Just as stress can affect our sexuality, our sexual experiences can also influence our stress levels. Positive sexual experiences can often act as a buffer against stress, providing a sense of comfort, connection, and pleasure. Conversely, negative sexual experiences can exacerbate our stress levels, leading to a vicious cycle of stress and sexual dissatisfaction. Understanding the impact of stress on our sexuality can be complex, but it's a crucial conversation to have. As we delve deeper into this topic, we'll explore the physiology of stress, its impact on our sexual functioning, and some potential coping strategies. So, stay tuned as we navigate this fascinating intersection of stress and sexuality. If you're finding this content helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions. To fully grasp the connection between stress and sexuality, we first need to understand what happens in our bodies when we're stressed. Let's start with the basics. When your brain perceives a stressful situation, it sets off an alarm system in your body. This alarm system releases a surge of hormones, including adrenaline and cortisol, into your bloodstream. Adrenaline increases your heart rate, elevates your blood pressure, and boosts energy supplies. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, curbs functions that would be non-essential in a fight or flight situation. It alters immune system responses and suppresses the digestive system, the reproductive system, and growth processes. This complex natural alarm system also communicates with regions of your brain that control mood, motivation, and fear. Now, these responses are perfectly normal and even necessary in short bursts. They prepare your body to face an emergency, helping you to respond quickly to danger. However, our bodies aren't built to handle chronic, prolonged stress. When these hormones are constantly in overdrive, they can wreak havoc on your body and mind. Chronic stress can lead to a host of health problems, including anxiety, depression, headaches, and heart disease. It can also disrupt nearly every system in your body. It can cloud your thinking, hamper your memory, disrupt your sleep, and decrease your energy levels. Over time, elevated levels of cortisol can also lead to weight gain and a weakened immune system. In terms of our reproductive system, chronic stress can also cause significant disruptions. For men, chronic stress can affect testosterone production and lead to erectile dysfunction or impotence. For women, it can cause irregular menstrual cycles, reduced sexual desire, and even infertility. So, it's clear that stress affects us in more ways than one, and our bodies pay a heavy toll for it. Understanding this physiological response to stress is the first step in comprehending the intricate relationship between stress and our sexuality. Now that we have discussed the physiology of stress, we can delve into how this influences our sexuality. As stress levels rise, what changes might we see in our sexual health and behavior? That's what we're here to discuss. Let's dive in. Stress can be a major hurdle in our sexual lives. When we're stressed, our bodies enter the fight or flight mode, and this can have a profound impact on our sexual desire. When you're worried about your job, finances, or other life stressors, your body's instinct is to conserve energy for survival rather than for pleasure. This often results in a decrease in sexual desire, as your body prioritizes coping with stress over sexual activity. But it's not just about desire. Stress can also affect performance. Men may experience issues like erectile dysfunction or premature ejaculation, while women might face problems like painful intercourse or difficulty reaching orgasm. These issues can be directly linked to high stress levels that affect the body's ability to respond sexually. Furthermore, stress can impact sexual satisfaction. Even if you're able to engage in sexual activity, high stress levels can prevent you from fully enjoying the experience. You might find it difficult to focus on the moment, or you might feel anxious or guilty, all of which can take away from the pleasure of the experience. Now, let's touch on the gender differences in these effects. Research suggests that stress affects men and women differently when it comes to sexual health. While both genders can experience a decrease in desire and satisfaction, men are more likely to experience performance issues under stress, whereas women are more likely to experience a decrease in satisfaction. But remember, everyone is unique. These are general trends, not hard and fast rules. It's also important to note that chronic stress can have more severe and long-term effects on sexual health than acute or short-term stress. Clearly, stress can significantly impact our sexual functioning. But is there a way to mitigate these effects? Stay tuned as we explore coping strategies in the next segment. In a world rife with stressors, how can we protect our sexual health and maintain a satisfying sex life? It's a question that deserves thoughtful consideration and practical solutions. One of the most effective coping strategies is mindfulness. By training our minds to focus on the present moment, we can alleviate the anxiety that often accompanies stress. Whether it's through meditation, deep breathing, or yoga, mindfulness allows us to regain control over our thoughts and emotions, which can have a positive impact on our sexual well-being. Regular exercise is another key strategy. Not only does it improve our physical health, but it also releases endorphins, our body's natural mood boosters. This can help reduce stress and enhance our sexual desire and performance. Equally important is maintaining healthy communication with our partners. Open and honest dialogue about our feelings, desires, and concerns can foster intimacy and trust, which are essential for a satisfying sex life. Remember, it's okay to talk about stress and its effects on your sexual health. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather an important step towards understanding and addressing the issue. However, there's no shame in seeking professional help when needed. Whether it's a psychotherapist, a sex therapist, or a medical professional, they can provide valuable insights and guidance. They can help us understand the root cause of our stress, equip us with effective coping mechanisms, and guide us in managing its impact on our sexual health. Lastly, remember that it's okay to take a break. Sometimes the best thing we can do is to give ourselves permission to pause, rest, and recharge. This can help us regain our balance and resilience, which can significantly improve our overall well-being, including our sexual health. So, let's not allow stress to dictate the quality of our lives or our sexual health. By incorporating these coping strategies, we can manage stress more effectively and maintain a satisfying sex life. Armed with these strategies, we can better navigate the interplay of stress and sexuality. Let's take a moment to revisit the key points we've discussed today. We began our journey by exploring the intricate dance between stress and sexuality. It's a complex relationship, isn't it? Stress, an inherent part of life, can have a profound effect on our sexuality, and conversely, our sexual experiences can influence our stress levels. It's a delicate balance, and understanding it is crucial. Next, we dove into the physiology of stress. How fascinating it is that our bodies are wired to respond to stress in such a primal and automatic way. The fight or flight response, the release of cortisol and adrenaline, the heightened heartbeat, all of these are our body's way of preparing us for perceived danger. But if this response becomes chronic, it can wreak havoc on our health and, as we've seen, our sexual well-being. Then we delved into the specific impact of stress on sexual functioning. Stress can dampen desire, disrupt arousal, and make orgasm elusive. The constant hum of anxiety can make it difficult to focus on pleasure, and chronic stress can lead to physical changes that interfere with sexual response. It's a sobering picture, but one that's important to recognize. But it's not all doom and gloom. We also discussed coping strategies for managing stress and improving sexual health. From mindfulness and meditation to regular exercise and a healthy diet, there are many ways to combat stress and reclaim your sexual vitality. Exploring these strategies can help pave the way for a more satisfying and fulfilling sexual life. In the end, it's about understanding and embracing the connection between stress and sexuality. It's about acknowledging the impact stress can have on your sexual life and taking proactive steps to manage it. Remember, understanding the link between stress and sexuality is the first step in maintaining a healthy and satisfying sex life. Keep the conversation going. Before we wrap up, we have a small request. If you found this discussion enlightening and want to continue exploring topics like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us to keep producing quality content and keep the conversation going. And while you're at it, why not hit that notification bell? That way, you'll be the first to know when we release a new video. We're constantly exploring fascinating subjects that delve into the complexities of human nature, and we promise you won't want to miss what's coming up next. Remember, knowledge is power. And by subscribing, you're taking a proactive step towards understanding yourself and the world around you better. And as always, we'd love to hear your thoughts on the topics we've discussed. Feel free to share your insights, experiences, or questions in the comments below. We're all here to learn and grow together. Thank you for watching, and remember to keep the conversation going.